Welcome back, bass anglers. It's that time of the summer season where the shallows are getting topped off with lily pads, and now it's time to resort to some effective tactics on how to catch bigger and more fish in the shallow water, and it's the frog. And I'm going to show you some secrets today on how to set that frog up better and some little nuance add-ons that'll make this thing perform better and catch more fish. Stick around. It's like frickin' on cue, singing, frog singing. Okay, so we're frog fishing, and what can we do to make the frog better? I've got my reaction tackle frog, and I use two colors for frog fishing. I use black and black. So really there's only one good color in my opinion. There are a lot of colors. I think the colors are for the anglers. The noise is what gets the fish going, and sometimes the black silhouette on a cloudy day works better yet even. So I use black. I'm using a reaction tackle frog. You see here it had long tentacles. I've cut those off mostly. I've left some trailers, but I want them keying in on the actual hooks. I don't need them keying in on 3 or 4 inches of rubber tails on it. But I'm going to do something special to this frog to get more bites. I'm going to add BBs to it, and I'm going to add BBs to it to do a couple of things. I want it to add a little more weight so that it sets down a little bit more in that thick, mossy, blow-in scum that's sitting in there in the lily pads. And then I also want the rattle action of it too. So I'm going to add stainless steel or steel corrosive resistant BBs to my frog. So I'm using a steel BB with an anti-rust coating on it. That way if you put those BBs in there and you leave them in there till the next time and things are wet in there, in that corrosive environment, you're not going to have your hooks corrode up from the inside out where you can't see them, and then on that all-important massive hook set, you break your hooks off because they were rusted. You want a stainless steel BB or a BB with an anti-rust coating on it, and that's what I've got here. I'll leave a link in the description below to the type I got. This one here has got a little dispenser on it to try to get just a couple at a time. And really I'm putting like 4 or 5 of these puppies in there. That's really all you need for the action. And what you can do is there's a hole in it where the hook is, and you can back the hook out of that to get some access to that hole right there on the back side of it. And then you're simply just going to put those BBs in there one at a time. Oh my God, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Got them in there. Now pull that hook back through. Be careful you don't hook your hand, because this friggin' hook is sharp on this reaction tackle frog, and the reaction tackle frog's got a special little pad on the bottom of it that I like, and that pad seats the hooks, provides a little running pad just like your boat, and there we have it. You hear the rattles inside my frog, and that thing is going to set down better in the water. And the pads adds a little bit of weight, and it's also, when it's moving, going to make that rattle sound. Can't beat that. And the equipment you need for frog fishing, I've got a 7-foot, 2-inch heavy action rod. I've got an 8-to-1 gear ratio bait casting reel. I want to pick up a ton of slack fast, and I want something that's got enough gearing to crank that fish in. You get them on these stout hooks in this heavy line. I start at 30 pounds and you can go up with the braided line. So it's a heavy setup, but you're still looking for something that you can fish. So you want, the lightest 7+ foot rod you can get that's heavy action, high capacity, cranking, high gear ratio reel, and 30 pound and up braid, and you're ready to rock.